Hey everybody, what is going on? It's Brian with you from the Game Common, and we are playing some more Planet Coaster. So, this episode might be one of my favorite. You see, I'm kind of looking at a couple of the building blueprints, and I was just kind of seeing what they had, and then I saw that hat building, and I was like, you know what? We don't actually have a hat building. And then I saw the wood paneling, and I was like, you know, I didn't really utilize that either. So I ended up building a hat building here with some wood paneling, and I have to say this is probably my favorite building I built. I absolutely love how this building came out. I think it's by far the best one I did, and although the wood paneling isn't strictly modern per se, like I should have gone with like a dark color wood, although I don't think you can actually change the color of the wood. Some pieces you can change color of, others you can't, and I don't understand that. I'm just thinking that's probably because of the alpha. But still, even despite the fact it's not being strictly modern, I really think it fits, and I love how it came out. Here we're just trying to find a roof, and I couldn't really find one I liked, and so then I decided, you know what, let's move on. And so I decided I was going to build like a wood deck out here, but I couldn't really find anything that worked, so we ended up just going with like the strict wood floors, which once again don't really fit. Like it should be a dark wood, but whatever. It came out, and I really like how it looks, and honestly that brown works really well with that green. So even though it's probably not strictly modern, it still fits really well in our park, and I really like how it came out. Once again, we're recording this after we lost access to the alpha, so it's a little depressing to actually watch this, because it's like, man, I really wish I could still play this game right now, but we'll be patient. We'll play it next month, November, when it actually comes out. There, I'm trying to actually make something, and I guess apparently I built a blueprint. Maybe I hit cancel there, but I'm trying to figure out something to put these lights on, because I want to put lights on either side of it, and then I saw these shelves, and I was like, oh yeah. Maybe we should just use those. Those fit a little bit better. And then we kind of put the lamps. And this whole deck area, I don't know. It reminds me of an Italian restaurant. I don't know why I got that feeling, but this place itself just kind of has a bit of an Italian restaurant feel. And I really like how it came out. I've said that a bunch, but man, I'm super happy with it. Here we're just putting some shelves to break it up a little bit. And we threw a couple plants on there just for the feels. Once again, I'm super excited to actually get back in the game come November when we get it. Hopefully the game runs a little bit better. I mentioned this in my last episode, but even when I was looking at my recording, there's some lag, even on this stuff when the game's paused, which is just like, ugh. The game itself for me was still running fine, but the recording just not too hot. And really the only other game that I've had issues recording has been XCOM, where I kind of have to lower the stats a little bit. This game, for whatever reason, the first person view, it's just like I could not get recorded anymore. Like I pretty much had to have an empty park, and so I don't know if that's OBS or something like that, so we'll have to see how the beta runs. I also had to lower it to like 720p, which is kind of depressing. I very much would like to do everything in 1080p, so at some point we'll upgrade our computer. At some point we'll hopefully be able to run this at 1080p, and I'm kind of hoping too with the beta, and at least with the release, that they'll fix some of those issues so we don't have as much lag, I guess, when we have a park that's full. Here I couldn't get the roof quite right because I ended up building my walls wrong, so I had to go back and reposition my walls, which then you notice the big wood that comes out the side. Oh, I duplicated it to hide it. Interesting. The reason I say that is because when I actually built it, I ended up I deleted it. All right. When I ended up uploading this to Steam Workshop, I had that big piece of wood just like sticking out, and I was like, really? That's kind of ugly, Brian. And so I ended up like having to move it in. So apparently I forgot to do that until later. So know that that's fixed. Here I'm just trying to like once again break it up, just trying to give a little bit of interest to the building, because even though that looks kind of cool, it's still, you know, it's not there. And I think that's partly why my park's lagging so bad too, is because each one of these buildings probably has like, what, a couple hundred pieces. So I probably have like, I wish your saves actually said it, and I don't think they did. I suppose at some point I could have highlighted everything and seen actually how many pieces I had, but I was probably, you know, easily a few thousand pieces in this park, and then when you add 1,000 more people in the park, yeah, that's a lot of moving things, and that's probably why, you know, it was lagging pretty bad. There, I'm just trying to get the plant off the... Like, I wish they had this tree. I love this palm tree. It's a great-looking palm tree, but it's, like, the only freaking palm tree. Like, I don't know. None of the other palm trees looked quite the same, so we used it a lot. And I don't know if it really... for whatever reason, the palm tree is not, like, something you see and you're like, oh, I've seen that palm tree 20 times before. There we did these wood pillars, and I couldn't quite quite get that last wood pillar to match up, so it kind of sticks out, but whatever. And those are kind of like holding up, I guess, the roof. But I really like how that looks, and I like it. It's just even the pathway into the building looks really, really cool. And then there we're doing that whole rock trick with the plants, just to kind of, you know, make it look like dirt and make it look realistic. I don't know. It'll be interesting when we actually start building on grass again, if I'll start using that same trick, or if the trees will look okay. But I don't know. For whatever reason, the trees just didn't look right when they were just flat into the ground without anything below it. Here I'm going through and I'm adding a bunch of lights, and I think I end up deleting most of these later. I kind of liked how they looked, but I don't know. It's also kind of busy, and I don't know. Here I'm saving because the game crashed a lot on me. Well, not a whole lot. The last episode I ended up recording like 3 different times because it crashed on me the first 2 times. I think though that was the last time the game really crashed on me. Here, once again, I'm just looking for stuff to, you know, make it a little more interesting, and I ended up finding the posters we used in the last one. I really liked how they looked, and so we ended up adding a couple more posters in. And what was this? Oh, this is a hat shop. So once again, it just, I don't know, it's like advertising the different parts of the park. And then we got the big hat sign, which I think is fantastic. Did I put the little one on? I don't think we did. I don't remember what we did on that side. But I really do like how this building came out. It's very slick. It looks really, really cool, and I like how it's open aired. And all our other buildings have been open aired, but this one's like straight open aired. Like, I mean, it's a lot more open to the outside. Oh yeah, I did the crown molding thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love how that looks. That looks really good. I kind of like it. Although, once again, that's another piece which I don't think we could color, and I would probably prefer to color it something a little different. The white still looks alright. It's not dead on, but yeah, it looks pretty dang good. And I don't know, it kind of has a sports flavor, actually, not looking at it now. But that, like, okay, so when we put that on, then those lights just didn't look good at all, so we just came in and deleted them. And I think, do we end up leaving those lights there? I guess we do. They're not great. I probably needed another light type. Like, I need another ultra modern light, honestly. Because there's really only 2. There's like 2 or 3. Maybe there's 4 different ones that we end up using. Once again, I'm just excited to have more pieces, and I think they've announced the sci-fi, which is going to fit really well, especially with the modern theme. I think it will work really, really well, and it'll be intriguing to see how many more themes they end up adding before release. I think this game's totally worth it, even now. It's still missing quite a bit. I think the alpha is definitely worth. Well, okay, it's not necessarily worth the alpha price of $75, which you can't even pay for anymore, but it's definitely worth, like, the $30 I paid for the game, and even now, I don't know what the prices are. I think it's up to $40, $45 or so. I think it's definitely worth it with the stuff that's in the game. It's going to be very much worth it, I think, by the time it's released. I just hope that, once again, it runs a little bit better, because even on my high-end machine, it's still like, alright. Sometimes it's just a little sketchy, and it's like, man, if I have a computer that's like a high-end machine that I built this year, you know, I would hope it'd run the game well. But anyways, that's about all we got for this episode. We're just adding a plant and just kind of filling in the area. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like. Go ahead, let me know what you guys think, and let me know that you guys enjoyed the series. Let me know what you want me to do when the beta comes out. And also hit that subscribe button. We got another episode coming out, and that'll be our last one. But until then, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you guys later. Oh yeah, these people, they're like way over there, and I had no idea what they were doing there. But anyways, bye.